What is the best thing about being a mother?
The benefits.
They get older.
What kind of benefits? They get older, she said.
Well, they get older, but you know, as I'm a single mom, and it's hard to raise a child, even when you're not a single mom, but especially as a single mom. And I've had two daughters, and you know, there are days when you don't think that you can make it. There are days where you question, did I make the right decision? Did I do that right? And to have a child to come up to you and to pick that up and to say, you know, mommy, I love you. You know, you did everything that you could do. I love what you do. I love who you are. That's an awesome thing, and you don't get that benefit anywhere else.
Well, now, were you in the kitchen making cookies at the time?
No, actually, that's my mother's job. I am a modern woman. I am not the Susie Homemaker type. Now, there are moments that I get, you know, domestic. They're few and far between. But no, that's another part of the family that does all the baking. But, you know, yeah, I was the mom and the dad, and I had to do the discipline and the loving and the helping you to get dressed and to comb your hair and to all of that
He was
stuff.
obviously a very handsome man, wasn't he?
He was a handsome man.
You have a beautiful daughter.
Yes, well, and I thank you.
Also, I can relate. Even though I am married, I'm a military mom, and
So they're away.
and so he's always away. And I can understand what you're saying with the discipline. I think the number one thing for me is just knowing that this little creature came into this world, and they couldn't do anything for themselves. And then they get 21, because my kids are older, they're 24 to 18, and they get to these ages and they've accomplished so many things, and you have to sit back and say,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Wow.
Well, I think being a mother is such a great privilege. I didn't have being a mother in my viewpoint when I was on my pathway to career, but God just blessed me to have these children. I'm married to a bishop here, a local bishop of Abundant Life Global Church, and it was just really a privilege to be able to mother my children and balance. It was a balancing act, I would say, and to be the best thing that I could pull from being a mother is the fact that I can see them grow, and I can see how God already put gifts in them, already put structure in them, already has talents, and all I'm here to do is to nurture and be good stewards over what has been given to me, and it is a real privilege and an honor. So that's what I would say.
We're going to put you on the hot seat.
Yes, sir.
I want you to come up with a favorite memory with you and your daughter.
There are so many.
Well, we only have a little time.
I'll speak quickly. At One Spark, I met Kana Spigner for the first time and fell in love with her. I was raised in a loving family with 7 children and a mother and father who loved each other very much. Considering the fact that I did not have my child until late in life, and I have 2 fabulous stepdaughters, by the way, from my marriage, I like to be in a household full of happy children. And so I adopted Kana, Tyrone, Katana, Zion, and Tylea as my adopted family, and my favorite memory was having them at my house Easter weekend.
Is favorite memory you want to mention?
My favorite memory is recent, actually. After she got done with the trial and everything was died down, she kind of hid at our house.
Now, I
She
think
hid out for us.
I'm misconstruing the information that I didn't give the audience. Can you real quickly, and not stepping on too many toes,
Yes.
explain the connection of the trial and your daughter?
My daughter was juror number 8 on the Michael Dunn trial. And after the trial, she decided to come public. She was the second person to come public. And
a
it was
hard burden.
because there was a lot of negative comments out there about her prior to anybody even knowing. So she decided to go public and give her side of the story.
That's a big decision.
And she only did a couple of interviews. She only wanted to do a couple. She didn't want to make a spotlight thing of it. She just wanted to give her story. And for people to know who she really is, because she was prejudged right out the gate. And basically, which takes us to our memory, my best memory is because right afterwards, when things kind of died down a week or so later, she came to me and she gave me a hug, and I'm like, what's that for? And she was like, all those times you said, you're not going to get it right now, but you'll get it later. She was like, I got it.
Well, God bless her. Now, you've been through a lot. Have you been through our judicial system and you've seen how it kind of works? And
Yeah.
I'll bet you've learned a lot, huh? You
Yeah.
ought to teach government for a while at your school, I'll bet you.
No.
So what did you take away from your experience that you can share with us?
Well, I took away that you never know what the next person is thinking. And you have to be careful how you treat
Can you
everybody.
see? Can you see? No, you can't see what I'm thinking.
Oh, well, I can see you.
That's a treat. So, you walk away from this thing, did you feel good? Did you feel bad? Did you feel like justice was done or wasn't done? How'd you feel?
I feel on our part, we did what we were supposed to do. And I'm not saying justice was completely served, but it was served.
You have your opinion. You did what you were supposed to do. And that's all anybody can ask.
Yes.
Well, God bless you. That's quite a daughter you got there, Mom.
Yeah. She's
Lily,
amazing.
talk about your charity.
Well, I sell my crafts at local stores, and I pick one charity for every month of the year. Most of them are local, but some of them are spaced out across the country.
Would it be possible for me to buy 2 of them at one store? Because I've been double-crossed a lot. Tell me about your daughter. Give me a favorite experience.
My daughter is my heart. If anything happens to my daughter, my heart stops beating. I could talk about my daughter ad infinitum.
I don't have that problem because I left mine in San Francisco.
Lily can, there's nothing she can't do, and she actually is a better cook than me because I'm a single mom and I have a full-time job and a small business and an adopted family. We have a deal at my house. You cook or you clean up, and generally Lily chooses to cook.
Lily, you're adorable. Now stop it. Stop being so bad. You're raising the standard too high for too many your age. You hear me? All right, we're going to meet the other 2. The families together. Here's the other troop. Just like magic. Just pop here and just, I learned it on Star Trek. But the one thing that you'll want to note is the daughters are being so good to their mothers, and their mothers are being so good to the daughters. It's a part of life that they're enjoying. And I'd like to understand, Julianne, what do you best like about your mother?
That she's so understanding. I can, like I said before, I can go to her with any problem and she'll just sit there and listen to it, whether it be problems with boys or problems with school. I can literally just go to her with anything and she'll sit there and she'll listen to me. And maybe when I leave the room, she'll freak out. But while I'm there, I can just be open and honest with her. And we have that honest relationship where I can just say anything to her.
Is that true, Mom? You just
Yeah.
listen to Juliana?
I've always had a relationship like
Let me
that.
see the listening expression.
And it is. On the inside, I might be freaking out over the subject. You know, the questions about boys, the questions about sex, kissing. Nothing is off the table. Any question that they have, I'd rather them come to me.
Would you mind if I got into those discussions and I could learn some stuff?
Well, I don't know. I don't know about the teaching part. That part I'm not sure on. But I definitely wanted to foster that type of relationship with my daughter, and I'd rather them come to me with their questions than to go to their friends. Because when they go to their friends, it's really the dumb leading the dumb, the blind and the dumb. You know, because
No names.
no. But so yeah, that's what I've always tried to have.
Is she a good mom? Careful.
Always.
Just being. Give me a favorite memory with your daughter.
Oh, she probably don't want me to tell it.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
But one of my favorite memories is when she was about 3, and it was like Thanksgiving. I was making Thanksgiving turkey, and I remember her 3-year-old self. She had these 2 pigtails in her head, and she comes to the kitchen door, and I'm steady stuffing the turkey, and she says, "Mama, what you do to that pig and why her mouth open?
All right, we'll be right back. And for a last quick Mother's Day story, Kenya is going to introduce her 2 children, and then she's going to tell us Mother's Day story. Who are your children?
Well, this is 2 of 3. This is Mr. Zion. Zion is 9, and that's Mrs. Kitana.
How do you spell Zion?
Z-I-O-N.
Good job.
And that's Miss Kitana. She is 7 years old, and then I have a 1-year-old daughter named Talea.
Kitana, say hello to everybody on TV Land. Say hi, TV Land.
Hi, TV Land.
Not so loud. Tell us.
I love being a mom. I actually kind of started early, but having my children has been the best thing that has happened to me. It has taught me how to be a strong person. It's taught me a love that I have never thought that I could experience. My best memory with them, it was actually recent as well. One spark was it sparked a lot of things. And we had a 5-minute pitch deck, and they just performed. They did a little mini commercial, and they did awesome. They made me very proud. They're very into what we're doing. They're into trying to help anybody they can. They're just my little angels.
You like being on the stage?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's good that you've got some show business in you. Look out, there's some. Oh, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Well, good. Let's say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
For now, just mothers and children that have gathered together to hope to find some worthwhile project. But they're in the process of becoming who they hope to be, nurturing mothers, some kind of group that can do something worthwhile for the community, and they'll find it. Let's take a long look and say goodbye to them, thank them for being on the program, and wishing all the mothers a happy Mother's Day this month.
Happy Mother's Day.
Well, I hope you enjoyed meeting some new friends from our community who can make a real impact if they want to. And you know what? So can you. And so can I if we choose to. If these people gather together and agree that here's a need, we'd like to meet it. And that's just what these folks are doing. So you've met some worthwhile mothers who by themselves are doing the greatest of businesses, which is raising their children to be kind, responsible, healthy, and very productive to our community. Now listen to me. If you've got a pastor or a nonprofit church or a nonprofit organization, or you've got a club or something where I can be of assistance to you, if you'd like them to come on the program, please get a hold of me. My email is on the opening and closing credits. I'd be anxious to have you here. That's why we focus on Jacksonville, to see who we can help. And these people that have been on have given us a great Mother's Day program. So I want to hear from you. If I can be of service, hope you're here again, and enjoy the next session of Focus on Jacksonville. Thanks for watching.
You're watching Public Access on Xfinity 99, exclusive programming for Jacksonville Xfinity subscribers.
We all love the St. Johns River, but how often do we care for it? The St. Johns River has more nutrients than it can dilute. This can cause algal blooms, and it depletes the oxygen needed for fish. But why? It's caused from wastewater treatment plants, industrial discharges, stormwater runoffs, and fertilizers that can wash into the river. You can help the St. Johns River by not using chemical fertilizers around the river, conserving water use, and being a responsible boater by pumping out waste. If you've made it an everyday habit to turn off dripping sinks or take shorter baths, you're already one step closer to helping our river. The beauty of the St. Johns River is worth protecting.